There he is, writing, correcting his draft, creating page after page after page, and then he had a little typewriter on his desk in the top hall, and he sat there in all kinds of weather, cold, damp, rain, snow, but mostly during the summer he was working very hard. There he is again. These are my nicest memories of watching him writing, smoking cigarette after cigarette. There again, thinking about it, writing, correcting. He's very hardworking, very self-disciplined. He wrote and wrote and wrote. He had lots of trophies, idols, which he woodwork, which he collected from his faraway lands, travel, sailing on in a deep blue sea, in the oceans. He brought a shark, which he hung on the wall just by the front door as you walk into the front door of the house in the top hall. We don't know where that is now. Anyway, he loved being there. He found himself this anchor in the little courtyard in the front of the garden in front of the house where the house was being built, somewhere around 1968, 69, 70, and as if he became anchored in that place. He did go round the world again after that he built the house, but yeah, he had to always wander, travel, get in a ship. Off he goes. Beautiful daddy. These are all his trophies hanging on everywhere round in the house. He had a little cellar downstairs where he used to bake freshly caught fish. There's various pictures, things hanging on the wall, swords and bows. There was a snake skin which was got downstairs now. He finished around 1969, but then he went sailing in 1969 because I got pictures of that. There he is, dreaming about going in the ocean. He couldn't stay on land too far. Next one is he's having a party with friends, colleagues or whatever. They all look very happy. There's Varban, white hair, man, dark glasses. Francie looking very happy, and he used to call it degustation. He used to try different dishes and have a nice little drink and lunch sort of celebration with friends and people. They were very happy together, Varban and Francie. That's a picture of the old house that he himself designed and got built. Took about, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 years to build it, right after the death of Granny, his mum, Granny Asina. And he went sailing. Well, he was sailing before that, but he loved sailing in the seas. He couldn't keep him on land for too long. He had, it was an inspiration to him, and he wrote most of his books were connected to the oceans and the faraway places he went to visit. There he is, he's standing there like Poseidon with his, he found this in the garden, Jezzel. He's standing there looking at, the little town of Topol from the front garden. And there were some rocks down below. We used to go down there and jump in the water. Nice clear water. Beautiful. Who is here? There's Francie, Auntie Tony, and some friends, which I don't know who they are, but they're very nice people. Francie, also known as Seb the Seven, she's also a writer. He was very happy with her. And Auntie Tony looked after him for about 20-25 years while he was alone. He had no family. But then he found Francie. And he spent the rest of the time with Francie. There you go. Here is in Sopot, a home which was awarded to him for author's home to write his books. And here Varban and Francie wrote their manuscripts. They wrote and they lived and they celebrated with friends, but they did write lots of things in that home and they were very happy there. He deserved a little personal happiness. Anyhow, there he is. Lucky, happy Francie and Varban in Sopot. There is entertaining some guests and they're going diving into the sea, jumping and swimming about, and we had some friends visiting. Don't know who they are. And then we got 1981. There's little Melanie visiting Granddad Varban and Francie. The picture on the right is very deep in thought. This is 1986 in the old house in the Topol. And then, this is also 1996 in the Topol. He was very sad on these pictures. I don't know why, but there you go. Probably because we left him on his own, and he missed us. He was always looking towards the letterbox. Anyhow, now here, these are the happiest time of him living on the ships, in freedom, in the oceans, on deck of the ships, where he spent about 28 years before he went down, where he was young and full of life and full of energy and ideas and creative творчество. Дядо был бради, красив дядо Varban. Anyway, he was writing, and the people he met on those ships, he wrote about them. They were his heroes in many of his books. The Bulgarian and the Sea, Flagman, In the Fog, the Bulgarian and the Sea, and the Great Bitter Lake. She wrote about. He wrote about these sweet young boys who spend their time at sea, away from home, wife and land and the bureaucracy of the land. Anyhow, he loved being at sea. He didn't like to be in an office, but he worked in an office quite a bit, but he had to keep working for a living. So this is during the Suez Crisis, or he wrote The Great Bitter Lake. There was some sort of fighting between the Egyptians and the Israelis, and there was this ship circling over the fishing fleet. And so this is Captain Sobcho Petrov in front of the ship, the boat. Then you've got all these lovely young chaps, boys, young men who real sea wolves or seamen, sailors from the Bulgarian fishing fleet. Lovely boys. And here he's having lunch in the canteen with the captain there, white hair. Watch out for the white head. This is on a ship called Vicheren in Porto Alegre, and that was October 1973. That's it. A ship called Vicheren. There he is. He wrote on the back of the picture, look, this was Mite from Suzapo, at the front of the ship, the one with the beard, and the one on some Chausha on a ship called Fregata in 1969. It is his real heroes, his prototypes that played a large part in when he was writing his novels. Okay, so there you go. There's some more, and this one actually records his baptism when he reached the 0 degree, the equator. You have to be baptized. And there you got the ship's crew all dressed up as Poseidon and all the other sea gods, and they're baptizing my grandfather, and they're all dressed up in skirts and long hair, and they're pretending to be, This is 1969, 6th of March, the equator. The ship is called Baklan, and they stuck him in a cloth, sort of like a bath, and they baptized him. And there's another one, Vicheren, Panama, September 1973. There again, having fun in the sea, and these are the lovely chaps he swam with. Well, I mean, he sailed the high seas. Okay, and then you got, here he's skinning a shark or some sea cat, whatever. There he's talking to a young man, a member of the crew, and he's discussing something. This is just before they had a fire in the Guinea Bay in the month of May 1969 on a ship called Fregata. And he had a nice white beard there. Nice white beard he grew. There he is. He's don't know about the chap on the left. It's probably somebody from the Swedish commando. And then on the right hand side is up north, somewhere in Latvia, 1975. He was getting ready for sailing to the Arctic. That's about it, I think. He's standing